So we have just gotten the Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone Season 2 roadmap. Of course, the update is releasing next week, February 7th. I accidentally said January in my last video. I keep making that mistake. But anyways, as you know, I had very low expectations for this season in terms of zombies.
Please, Daddy.
I told you, when I'm finished, you can have what's left.
There won't be any left. There's never any left.
Happy Thanksgiving!
What we are seeing is similar to what we saw with Spec Ops in the past, where we had a few updates at the start and then it just slowed down and eventually completely halted. The same as what we saw with DMZ, where, you know, there was a lot of content at the start, the last couple seasons it halted and then was completely discontinued. However, with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, it's happening a lot earlier than usual because we are literally right at the start of the seasons and already it's receiving very poor support. As you will see from the roadmap, literally everything for Season 2 for Modern Warfare Zombies is in Season 2 Reloaded. It's not even going to be there at the start of the update, and the content that is coming in the Reloaded update isn't even good enough. It's all subpar content that is just the bare minimum. In fact, it's not even the bare minimum. I was expecting us to get some, you know, major quality of life improvements from some of the leaks and stuff like that. We are going to be getting an exfil streak system. Apparently, at some point, we're going to be getting a wallet system, and, you know, there's many other things. Of course, we know that a main Easter egg is coming to the game at some point as well. Unfortunately, there wasn't one at launch, but all of this is literally absent from this season. This is the bare minimum stuff that I was expecting, the absolute bare minimum, and yet even that stuff isn't present in this update. My god, what is going on? Well, I'll tell you what is going on. It's very clear. Treyarch are rumored right now to be pretty much leaning off the project, and they're going to be passing the torch over to the other studios. It's being reported right now that High Moon Studios will be continuing the rest of the updates with help from the other studios such as Raven, and Infinity Ward might be helping as well. And yeah, they'll be continuing the updates because Treyarch need to be focusing on Call of Duty 2024 Zombies, Black Ops Gulf War, or whatever it's called, the Return to Round Base. So they are going to be shifting focus on that. And we've also recently had the reports that Activision, or Microsoft should I say, have laid off a bunch of employees at Sledgehammer Games, Treyarch, and all of the other studios. So that, I'm assuming, has also impacted Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. And speaking of the other studios apparently helping out, there was an Infinity Ward developer that said they were cooking with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies Season 2 updates, and what on earth were they on about? Cooking what? There's nothing here on launch, and even the mid-season update isn't really that much. It's just kind of a repeat of Season 1. So I have no idea what he was referencing unless he's talking about the zombie stuff that's coming to multiplayer and Warzone, and not the Zombies mode itself. Zombies just keeps getting mistreated so much by the higher-ups at Activision and Microsoft or whatever, whoever is in charge now. Zombies has routinely been left out, and the same routine is happening again. And what's even more unfortunate is that Season 2 is literally a zombies themed season because it's a crossover with The Walking Dead. And despite it being a zombies themed season, in terms of the zombies mode itself, we're literally getting nothing. There are zombies aspects coming to the other aspects of the game. For example, Warzone is going to be seeing a zombies contract, which is going to be on Fortune's Keep. We see that there's the Ether Nest, we see that there's the Ray Gun, we see that there's a Mimic, but apparently Fortune's Keep is not coming as a map for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, at least not in Season 2. It might come later, and instead there's just going to be a special contract called an Eradication contract inside of Warzone, and that's going to be how these zombies spawn in. So I'm really hoping Fortune's Keep does come to Zombies, because I think we need for Modern Warfare Zombies to be rejuvenated, at least a new map, Rebirth or Fortune's Keep, and we also need that main Easter egg to come, as well as the quality of life improvements, and definitely an increased stash size. But so far, none of that has been announced. What is going on? So in terms of this Zombies contract that's going to be on Fortune's Keep in Warzone, apparently operators should be aware that recent seismic events may be linked to increased undead activity across the island. Therefore, a new and temporary eradication contract has been issued to all available operators. Investigate any corpse you find following tracks to a zombie nest of localized zombie activity. They are infesting the island. Destroy the sys and any zombie HVTs before the contract completes. The exact type of HVT may change depending on time and other factors. And And like I said, the ray gun's going to be there as well. There's going to be zombie power-ups, extendable bridges, and a new score tracker detailing your squad wipeout. And I'm just so confused why the other modes keep getting zombies updates, but not the zombies mode itself. You know, we recently had the Void mode, that once again was a ray gun mode with cool multiplayer reskins, and yet we've not seen these maps in some sort of Onslaught round-based experience inside of Zombies itself. We also had the Christmas event for Warzone that had a zombie Santa, again a very cool event, but it wasn't in the Zombies mode itself. And with this Season 2, like I said, it's a Zombies themed update, and there's more Zombies updates that are not in the Zombies mode itself. For example, Horde Point's going to be returning as a limited time mode with some reskin multiplayer maps that are more zombie-esque, and yeah, that's going to be featuring zombies on multiplayer maps. But again, unfortunately, those zombified multiplayer maps are not coming over as Onslaught or round-based in Modern Warfare Zombies. There's also going to be a Horde Hunt event, and of course we have The Walking Dead. Why on earth is Zombies being left out from this update? I really don't know. By the time that Season 2 drops, there will be 8 zombified multiplayer maps across Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3, and surely they can't just be for multiplayer limited time modes and that's it, and they're not going to come to Zombies. All I can think of is maybe they will come, but just not in this game, and they're being saved for COD 2024 Zombies for some sort of Onslaught mode, and maybe they're trying to find a way to spread out their resources so that there's still content being released for multiplayer, but it's also prepping content for COD 2024 Zombies, and they're just being released to multiplayer as they're being developed, but then they're essentially stacking up so that when Onslaught does eventually release in COD 2024, there's plenty of zombified multiplayer maps to play on. That's a possibility, especially now that it's all on a unified Call of Duty HQ engine. All of the content is easily interchangeable, but that's just a theory. Maybe we'll never see them in Zombies, only time will tell. And yeah, the unfortunate thing is that I made videos predicting all of this before Modern Warfare 3 Zombies released. I was very skeptical, I was very worried because of Vanguard Zombies. I saw similar with Vanguard, and we're seeing a repeat, not as bad, but still pretty bad with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. And I was worried that Treyarch's resources are being spread too thin to create a subpar mode, when all focus should be on COD 2024 Zombies and having as much content for that as possible, because that should be the big Zombies comeback, especially after Vanguard Zombies really hurt the brand. So many people told me not to worry, and I was jumping to conclusions, and I feel vindicated now because almost everything has come true, just like I said it would. And it's not a good feeling to feel vindicated, because I want this mode to be a success. I want COD Zombies to be as popular as possible. Of course, it's in my benefit for my channel, for more views, etc. And especially as a fan, I feel just so let down. And it's not the developer's fault, it's not Treyarch's fault, because as he was saying, most of this just comes from higher ups at Activision, and I guess Microsoft now. They've been laying people off, for example. They are mismanaging the mode, mismanaging resources, and they just don't believe in Zombies. They are putting all the resources mainly into Warzone, unfortunately, because that's the most popular thing. Now, before I go over all of the information, or should I say the lack of information, as well as me ranting about Modern Warfare 3 Zombies and this seasonal update, I first have a very awesome message to share with you, and we'll be right back. Now, this isn't sponsored, but the kind people over at Auto kindly sent me their Lasermaster 3. This is your ultimate engraving companion with speeds up to 15,000 millimeters per minute. You'll save a third of your time for more projects and less waiting. This is the perfect buy if you are a creative person, enjoyed the silence, high quality silence motors, reduce vibration and noise for a smoother, quieter engraving experience, compatible with all major softwares, plus the Laser Explorer, APP, USB, and Wi-Fi connection modes. It's your creative playground. Safety first. There are 5 safety functions, ensuring a secure environment for your artistic endeavors. It does come with safety protection goggles too, with compatibility for various accessories, meets 99% of your engraving needs. This is perfect for fans of video games such as you guys Call of Duty, because you can create your own memorabilia of your favorite characters or weapons from the game using the laser engraver or anything you desire. So elevate your craft and get the Auto Lasermaster 3 now and turn your ideas into engraved masterpieces via the link in the description. Right now there's a huge discount too, so be sure to take advantage of that. And I'll continue with the rest of the video, and once again a huge thank you to them for sending this to me. What exactly is coming for Modern Warfare Zombies? Like I said, it's all unfortunately Season 2 Reloaded content, so we're going to be seeing another story mission added to Act 4, so Act 5 is not starting yet. I think the Act 5 will be the last few seasons. Treyarch have said that the next few seasons, following on from Season 1, will still just be Act 4, so like I said, I think the last couple seasons, the last 2 or 3, will probably be Act 5, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe all of the seasons will be Act 4. Anyways, it says in Season 2, strike teams from Operation Deadbolt continue to confront terrifying trans-dimensional anomalies, new secrets await in the exclusion zone, and tensions are heightening this time as terminus outcomes have followed your teams into the rift. Thankfully, you have an expert guiding you, Sergei Ravenov, battle alongside the rest of the squad, completing a series of dangerous tasks and find your way out of the dark ether before it's too late. So yeah, a pretty cool story mission. We'll get a new cutscene with this as well. I'm excited for the storyline to progress. The storyline's definitely the most engaging thing about Modern Warfare Zombies, at least the act cutscenes. Of course, in the last one, Ava prophesized or with hallucination that she might kill Ravenov, so maybe we'll see that unfold in the future. Then there's going to be a second Dark Ether Rift, again in the mid-season, to re-enter the Dark Ether. A new story mission with new terrors lurking within the Dark Ether await you. You will utilize a variety of redacted during the investigation of a second rift. Alarming aberrations around this new maze as a mysterious entity makes her presence known to Ravenov and the team while they frantically search for an exit from the rift. Uncoveted rewards, follow cryptic clues, and complete timed tasks, all while facing down the largest infested stronghold yet seen. So again, basically, it's kind of a repeat of Season 1, and that's why this season really seems underwhelming, besides the fact that we're still having to wait until Season 2 Reloaded. And what's also more frustrating is Season 1 Reloaded literally had nothing for zombies. We just had the Dockerby Warlord added, and that was it. So people were like, well, Season 2 is just around the corner, just a few weeks away, so at least that'll probably save zombies and bring it back. But unfortunately, we're still having to wait even longer. And like I said, I think it's because Treyarch are being pulled off this to work on the next game. So I just hope that that next game is good and gets adequate time, but I'm worried because of all the layoffs from Microsoft. I just think Modern Warfare 3 Zombies as well as Vanguard Zombies should have never released. Both of these were rushed projects, and Treyarch apparently were working on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies to release with COD 2024, but it got pushed forward. And I think they should have saved it for COD 2024 because then they could have had adequate time to fully develop it and then plan out a full post-launch cycle, making sure each season gets enough content and consistently, where we don't see droughts like we're seeing with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, like we saw with Vanguard. Both of these are subpar experiences that have tarnished the Zombies brand. Also, what I don't understand is that when Modern Warfare 3 Zombies released, they were bragging about high engagement numbers. Well, they said it had the highest engagement out of any court mode, which basically is just competing against Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops, which isn't a big accomplishment because they weren't well received anyways. But nevertheless, people were saying that this mode is very successful, but I guess this proves that it must not be, because surely if it was as successful as people were saying, then they wouldn't be having these big content droughts, because that's what's hurting the mode. People are only bored of it because there's nothing new for them to enjoy, and they don't want to just do contracts over and over and over and over again with literally nothing new, and that's why people are getting bored. If they had consistent updates, this mode would probably still be successful, but unfortunately the player base is dropping off so quick because they've not been able to maintain consistent updates. So the next thing coming is some new schematics are coming. Again, these are all mid-season. I don't know why they're not there on launch. It's not like this stuff is hard to implement because they're literally just schematics. It's such an easy thing for them to implement, but I guess you unlock these probably with the second Dark Ether rifts that we're going to be able to enter. So there'll be a whole other section of the Dark Ether, I think from Al Mazrah again. It seems to be the section Al Said Shopping Center from the original Al Mazrah. There's going to be a section within the Dark Ether, so once again they're just reusing this Warzone map for the Dark Ether section. But unfortunately it's not really going to provide much new. We've been in the Dark Ether already on that exact same map. We've played this map before, so it's not going to feel that crazy as when the Dark Ether was first added, because we've already been introduced to it and it's not on a new location that we'll be able to enter. So the VR11 is coming as a schematic. We're also getting a Mags of Holding schematic, a Blood Burner key schematic, which will allow you to spawn in with the Blood Burner bicycle straight from spawn, which is a great vehicle that spawns in tier 2 and 3, but you'll be able to jump in straight from the get-go. It repairs itself and refuels itself. It can also drive on water. It's so useful, so I'm glad that's coming. In terms of the Mags of Holding schematic, who has time to reload? Not you, if you've activated the Mags of Holding, which allows you ammunition to feed directly from your weapon's ammo stash, essentially eliminating the need to reload your weapon. There is also going to be a new Warlord, which is Carey, is coming in the mid-season. Again, nothing too crazy. Again, it'll work just like the prior two Warlords. Basically, when they'll get added, it'll be the only Warlord you can fight for a week, but then after that, it'll just be on a random rotation which one you get. Unfortunately, they don't have all of them in the game at once, with just one Warlord keycard that you can use from any of them. But anyways, they have set up their fortress in the Killer House at Orlov Military Base. She is known as a deadly and elusive chemical warfare specialist, and her defenses should be approached with extreme caution. Expect the exterior to be well fortified with soldiers, snipers, turrets, and traps, as well as poison gas grenades. It would be wise to bring gas masks. Breaching the fortress is only the first challenge. Once inside, expect visibility issues as Carey's new gas compound hangs in the air throughout the facility, disrupting almost all sensors, including thermal weapon scopes. Perhaps there's a way to counteract this. Expect Carey's to utilize conventional armaments as well as a poisonous smokescreen counting on a numerous bioweapons to choke you out. It's going to take teamwork to box her in and eliminate her, and that is literally everything coming for Zombies in Season 2. Yes, that's right, I'm not joking, and it's all Season 3 reloaded. There's literally only 3 things coming: a new Warlord, a new Dark Ether Rift, and a new mission to correspond with that Dark Ether Rift. And then we're also getting a few new schematics, and that's it. All of the quality of life improvements, like an increased stash, an exfil streak, they're not coming. We don't know when. Maybe there'll be surprises for Season 2 Reloaded. I'm praying that they listen to feedback, but like I said, it's rumored that resources are being cut from this mode. Treyarch are being moved on to COD 2024, so in that sense, we're probably not going to get many surprises, and I'm so disappointed in this season. We really need more. Like I said, we need a new map, Rebirth Island or Fortune's Keep, and we need a main Easter egg, as well as those quality of life improvements. That's what this season needed to achieve. Not necessarily everything, but at least one of those, and we've literally got none of them. So, my god, this is the worst case scenario. Now, regarding Fortune's Keep, considering that zombies are on it, we did have zombies as well in the original version, in the original Warzone, as a little Easter egg, so maybe that's suggesting we will get Fortune's Keep in the future. I just hope it's not too late. I hope it is Season 3, because if we're waiting until Season 4 until it's added, then that's over, and I don't know what about Rebirth Island, because we're not even getting Fortune's Keep yet, but I really want to see Rebirth Island too. So that's everything I wanted to say. Really disappointing season, unfortunately. And Modern Warfare 3 Zombies is pretty much already over. Treyarch are moving on to the next project. Like I said, I really think this game just shouldn't have released, or at least this mode, should I say. Treyarch need to just focus on one project at once, because they're being spread too thin by Activision, trying to make them work on a billion different projects and them ending up subpar and not being properly supported because they don't have enough resources to focus on it. And as soon as they start development on one thing, for example, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies had potential, but it just needed to maintain the post-launch content. Unfortunately, they've not been given the resources to do so because they still have to make COD 2024 as well. And because of that, it's really worrying for the future of Zombies, because the same thing might happen with COD 2024. The release might be solid, but then they are immediately pushed onto COD 2025, which is rumored to be a Black Ops 2 sequel set in 2030 with round-based zombies again. So literally every time they work on some sort of Zombies project, they're immediately pushed onto the next project, not giving them enough time and room for them to expand and grow the mode they were working on and fulfill its potential. Very frustrating. But anyways, let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like I said, I think that this mode had a good start and it's already over. We're literally not even at Season 2 yet, and already from these announcements, we know it's slowing down. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.